right. Another transmission of spirit, yes. Here we go, Holy Ones. Just getting this energy prepared. I welcome all of my starseed and indigo children, indigo homies, brothers and sisters of light. Those of you who choose light, let me get my incense. You know who you are. Even if you don't need to be a guru, a pro, someone who knows a lot. Maybe you're just starting your spiritual journey. Raise your hand. And that's perfectly okay, Holy One. And I call you Holy One for a reason. Because you are. Machiwa. Lighten all of this code, ascension code, transformation code. Much respect to your spiritual journey. Wherever you're at, Shikas, go inside and seek your spiritual will. Because you're not going to find that enlightenment out here. There's only one place you're going to find that awakening. There's only one place you're going to find God. Okay, and that is right here, inside. What if you say, I'm terrible, I'm having all kinds of issues and problems? That's because you haven't been going inside. You've been still looking in the matrix, into the illusion. It's an intentional illusion. It's a part of the creation mechanics. It makes it look like it's actual, physical, real. What's real? Machiwa. Welcome all of you to this spiritual, you would say, soul transformation. And we're doing this together. It's called a spiritual awakening. On planet Earth, it's happening. And this is the best time to do it. So might as well get started. Makaya. And this information is for beginners and experts, or whoever's, on this, been doing it for a few years. We already got our homies coming on in, brothers and sisters. Machiwa. This is a live transmission. What's up, Biada? Makaya. His username is I don't know. Welcome to the spiritual discussion, the spiritual dialogue tonight. Thank you for being here. UTD, welcome. Celine's sister, Machiwa. Good to have you. You guys are so loyal. No joke. We have some people here every time. So happy to see you. Thank you for being here, Celine, and being a moderator. Amy, good evening. Welcome, Holy One. Sarah Holder. You guys should know all your friends here, right? Hello, sister. Yeah, I didn't have no drum circles, so I had my Saturday like it's supposed to. Thank you. Vibrant enhancement. Salutations to you, Holy One. Hugh Programmer, brother. Thank you for being here, brother. And you come here regularly, so thank you for holding space with us. We got all the lights, right? Okay. Anne, Monique, hello to you. Welcome. Free White Dove in the house, 22. Oh, I missed it. Thank you for sharing that with us. Makaya. I claim that. I need that 22. Benji, welcome. Good afternoon. Where are you? Is it Hawaii? Or welcome. Susie Wilson. Good evening, dear souls. Claudia in the house. Machiwa to you, Holy One. It's not about luck, but something brought you here. Your higher self brought you here, and we're going to be talking about the higher self tonight. 369, Violet Flame. Thank you for that feedback, Holy One. And thank you for being here, because this is a group effort and you're part of that tonight. Or whenever you guys are coming in, not everyone says hello, because we do have some people just, kick back and chill. And that's okay. Loma B in the house. Some new people, I don't see these names regularly. Bemtaya. I don't know how to say it correctly. I'm not trying to butcher your name. Bemetya. Welcome, Holy One. And Dietary Greenwood, absolutely. Nikki in the house. And we're getting this started, you guys. Thank you for being here. Let me lay down this incense. Spirituality is different than religion. And so we're going to be talking about some of that tonight. And usually, when people go on a spiritual journey or learn about, start searching questions about spirituality, or within that, group of information topics, it's usually because they've been through some terrible things, unfortunately. Kind of like having a rude awakening, something that was just suddenly, all kinds of issues, all kinds of problems. Well, that's your soul telling you, wake up. 44, I claim that. Someone put that in chat. Machiwa. We have it's usually something that smacks you, something that hurts. Okay? Physically, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually. And then that's when your soul finally gets your attention. Now, we do talk about the soul, just not from the same point of view as religion. Let me put some of this amber on. A soul is not something that is comes in and you could lose it. It could get lost, or it could get you see, the soul is coming into the physical body, because it is you. That is what is you. I mean, you're the body too, but your true essence that is projecting itself into this world is your soul. A level of consciousness, a higher consciousness. So the soul is a level of consciousness that you will evolve into. And when you learn these teachings, you'll learn that you are already, there's a part of you, your higher self, that is yourself right now, in a future timeline of the time matrix. It is your soul that put itself down here. You put your consciousness down here. Now you're at a 3D level, as in third dimension, the third level of reality, of spirit, of body. It's also a level of identity. It's a level of race identity. Specifically, 3D is Atlantis consciousness. While scientists, even religion, they don't talk about Atlantis or Lemuria. Some people did. Some famous people like Plato talked about Atlantis. But our scientists don't acknowledge it. Well, that's part of your heritage. It's part of your DNA. It's part of your consciousness. Your 3D consciousness is Atlantean. Your 2D consciousness is Lemurian. That's a lot of smoke from that amber. And so, yeah, this is also part of spirituality, is knowing that we're in a spiritual war. And so it's necessary to have cleansing, to have protection. Okay? And that's what this resin is. You won't find that in stick incense. That's chemical. You want the real organic material that has this energy. Now it's in your field of consciousness, spirit, what people call the aura. You have chakra. They're in different wavelengths of color. Red chakra and orange chakra, yellow chakra. These chakra, these light waves, it's spiritual science. It's not just lofty, concepts. It's hard to grasp. there's, light creates this auric field, what the Guardians call particle fields. Okay, so you have these different layers of particle. They're like spherical, more like elongated, oval shaped, around your body, different levels of that. And so most people in the 3D are only connecting to the first, which is the red, and then the orange, and then and you guys, the first chakra is called the root chakra. It's near your butt. Okay, so the other one is near your groin area, the orange chakra, and the solar plexus. Okay, so basically 3D people, okay, are just thinking about sex, survival, and the ego. Okay, that's what that consciousness is right there. 3 levels of consciousness. Survival mode. That would include money or food, shelter. Some people are homeless. They have a problem with their heart, with their root chakra. Okay, some people are just about sex and want sex and think about sex all the time. Hey, you go through that in a natural process of growing your body, right? But people get addicted to it or get distorted in it and twisted in it, have some issues or problems or phobias or taboos about sex. So that's a problem with the chakra. Okay? It's funny how people just think your consciousness is coming from the brain, or the consciousness is coming from someplace in the body. It's located. You can point at it. You guys, everything in existence is made of consciousness. It's all frequency vibration. Even physicists, what you call quantum physicists, they go into the quantum, they know it's just vibration. Little particles, little tiny subatomic particles, it's not solid, it's not physical, it's not still. It's actual vibration. Nothing is solid. So if all particles are vibrating, everything is vibrating, because everything is made of particles. The Guardians break it down even farther. There's something called ultra microparticles. The scientists haven't found it yet. Okay? You can learn about that in these teachings called the Emerald Order teachings, also called the Inner Christos Law of One. And inside this huge volume of knowledge from a few 100,000 years ago, yes, humans are that old and older, is something called Kathara, biospiritual healing. So in this healing system, you can learn how to increase your chakras, develop psychic abilities. It doesn't matter if you were born with them or not. And let me push this away because it's strong in my eyes right now. And so you are going to educate yourself. You're going to go and take this into a lifestyle. You're going to train. You're going to meditate. Maybe you'll pick up some yoga. Maybe you'll learn how to do breath work. Hold. Exhale out of your nose. You don't keep your mouth open. Exhale like 3 times slower, 4 times, 5 times slower. Inhale 3 times, 4 times, 5 times slower. If you can. You train yourself and get better at it. It's not about how long can you hold your breath. We're not talking about that. We're talking about inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. But there's all kinds of systems. There's systems where you only use one nostril, switch to the other nostril. The Hindus are heavy into that. And so you learn how to do what's called pranayama. You learn how to bring prana into your life. Maybe you sun gaze at dawn or at dusk. You don't want to do it in the afternoon. You might damage your eyes. That's why you do it at a point. And actually, when you're looking at it, the sun, at dusk or dawn, you can stare at it safely. You're only going to be doing it for 5, 10, 15 minutes, right? So as it's going down or coming up, you can see the energy. It trips me out when I see it, man. Without blinking, you try not to blink at long periods of time. Just like you learn how to hold your breath, exhale a long period of time. You're going to learn how to take yourself to another level of energy, of focus. Okay? And so this is your potential. All humans have a great potential, you guys. Maybe you just think you're simple or ordinary, nothing special. You guys, in these teachings, you learn about the law of one. All are one. All are part of what is God. You are part of God. That includes you. You're divine. You're magnificent. You're sacred. You've been programmed, many, in your life, all of us are, programmed, first of all, raised by our distorted parents who don't know these teachings, right? Sorry. So we didn't have a chance growing up, going to kindergarten, going to elementary, going to high school. We were being trained and would say brainwashed by religion, by our broken parents in some way or some form. They have distortion. You have distortion. Your school has distortion. Your teacher has distortion. Your boss has distortion. You're programmed 20 years of programming, 30, 40, 50, 60 plus years of programming, of distortions in religion, distortions in New Age. And so now you don't know what is spiritual awakening. What is your purpose here? Why you're here? What is God? What are angels? What are aliens? So, it's distortion. And when you go through spiritual awakening, you address these things. You learn these things. You become aware of them. And now you can heal yourself. It's about you learn these things so you can heal and no longer has some influence or control over you. Bless you for all you coming in. Thank you guys for coming on in to this spirituality and enlightenment, the evolution and transformation of your soul. Jenny, so love to all. That's what we all need, you guys. Love is powerful. Keep spreading out. And we talk about something called omni-love. It goes right back to that law of one. If all are one, if all are God, then you love all. Omni means all. So omni-love. And we throw in Christos love. Omni-Christos love, baby. What's up? Give me a hug. Maybe I met you for the first time. I'm still going to say, I love you. I'm still going to say, Holy One. You don't need to be anointed to be a Holy One. We're all holy. We're all sacred. We're all part of God. And when we say all, there's no exceptions to all. Just like God is everywhere, there's no exceptions to that. God is in a fallen angel. God is in a potato bug. God is, can you imagine that? God is in a rock. God is in a serial killer. God is in everything. You couldn't leave God. You couldn't escape God, even if you want to. Why would you want to? Okay? God is everywhere, omnipresent. God is everything. Law of one, sacred law of one. You are God. Maybe you're distorted in the hologram. Okay? In these teachings, the Emerald Order, innerchristos, law of one teachings, originally spoken and taught by Yasha Ashana, speaker 1. You will learn that we're in something called, the reality that we're in is called a hologram field, a hologram of matter. Levels. That means there's kind of like compartments. There's kind of stages that you go through. Right now we're in the 3D stage, okay? Out of 15 stages. So you're going to graduate to 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th, 7th dimension, 8th dimension, 9th dimension. You can graduate to the 10th dimension. And all these have levels and names, okay? You're in the incarnate level with your survival, sex, and ego. You graduate to, that's one level of density matter, carbon matter, okay? But you're going to evolve and ascend. The religion calls it rapture. It's not rapture, it's called ascension. No savior required. We talk about God, we talk about Jesus, but not from that point of view. Okay? We learn, if you're all God, you are sacred, you can create. You're creator. You learn how to create with your thoughts, your consciousness. From a space of, you're trying to connect to your eternal self. Okay? We are our souls, our spirits, our consciousness is immortal. The body can be frail, can age, can die. Not really die, it just transform. It's changing of form. Kind of like an icicle changes form into water. You can heat up the water, it changes form into vapor. Nothing dies, it just changes form. And remember, once again, at the beginning of this discussion, everything is alive. Everything is made of particles that's vibrating. Nothing is solid, and everything is made of consciousness, God's consciousness. That includes you. You're made of God's consciousness. God is everywhere, including you on a bad day, on a grumpy day, on an angry day. God is still there. You're still God. You're in a hologram field, different levels. That means at the highest level, that's the most perfected level. That's the prototype level. But as soon as you go down in frequency vibration, now it's a distorted level. Now you can have anger. Now you can have dark thoughts. And it goes worse when you go into the next level, which would be the 10th dimension, 9th dimension. Think of it as a copy of a copy of a copy. You know, you got this beautiful picture artwork. You want to make a copy of it for yourself or someone else. You look at it, dang, it's not as good as the original. The original is what you call your divine blueprint, which is related to your DNA. You have your perfect DNA. Blueprint. It was 77. Thank you, Holy Ones. And so we're trying to reclaim that. And you can. You know how scientists talk about the junk DNA? Well, they say it's just some DNA that they just see it as dormant DNA. It doesn't do anything. It's not important. It's junk. It's not junk, you guys. It's all about consciousness. Everything is alive, and you're trying to reclaim that dormant consciousness, which is your higher consciousness. You know, when you're up here in the 5th dimension and you fall instead of ascend, let's say you fall. Well, that 5th strand goes into your junk, becomes dormant. Let's say you have a breakthrough and you start learning about awakening again. Well, it becomes activated. It's working again. Activation means working again. You fall, go into anger, go into judgment, go into fear, go into shame. Hello, you're falling in your consciousness. This is a distortion. This is a red flag. This is a sign that something is wrong, not natural, not organic to your soul, to your oversoul, to your avatar. You don't want to fall. If you're going to fall, you lose your DNA. It goes It fragments. It goes into dormant state. When you lose that, that's your memory. So you go into unconscious forgetting, unconscious oblivion. You fall into space dust and get recycled by Source God. God is the source of all, so we call God Source. God Source, Source God, or just say God, or just say Source. We're all talking about the same thing. So even fallen beings return to Source through unconscious oblivion. That's not the ideal state. That's not what we want to do. That's not what our soul wants us to do. We want to go into return to God, Source, through expansion. Not falling and forgetting, but remembering and growing, reclaiming that which we already are. See, most people got it backwards. We didn't evolve from apes. We didn't evolve from pond scum. That's a de-evolution. We didn't come from apes. Neanderthals or Cro-Magnons are not our species predecessors. Backwards, those are de-evolutions of the human. This is not even the original human that you see in the mirror, that you see in the earth today. This is a distorted human. Remember that analogy? Copy of a copy of a copy, a distortion of a distortion of a distortion. This is not your original. This is not who you are up there. Up there, you look like an alien. Foreign, different. You're a giant. And we're talking about the next level. Up there, way up there, you're liquid light. You're made of this total different structure, total different consciousness, intelligence, psychic perceptions, connections to God, yourself, remembering more of yourself. And we talk about reincarnation, but no, that's the Hindu system, Buddhist system. We talk about simultaneous incarnations. You're alive, you don't just die, become a baby and a new life. No, a new person. No, you're the same person in different time vectors. If your body dies, you're not really dead. Your consciousness persists. That is the true self. That is the eternal self that doesn't die. This has an expiration date, the body. Okay? But the consciousness is eternal. It is your higher self that projected into the body down here. Into a frail body, into a weakened body. We have distorted DNA. It's a spiritual war. The fallen angels, malevolent extraterrestrials have done that to us. But also the guardians have done that to us. We murdered the Lemurians. That's some of your karma, baby. Race karma. We came here to clear some of that. Transmute some of that. We were the Lemurians. We were the Atlanteans. We are now the Aryans. And then we will become the Unchechi. You see, it's not reincarnation. It is simultaneous existence. Simultaneous lives. You have 1,728 lives, existence in all the different levels. You're here as an incarnate. You're here as a soul. You're here as an oversoul. You're here as an avatar. As an avatar, you have the DNA, you have the consciousness to return to Source God, to leave the time matrix system. This is the only place you will find darkness in God, distortion in God. We don't say darkness or wrong or right or good or evil, because how could you say part of God is wrong? That's one thing that, thank you for those hearts, Holy One. That's the one thing that people don't get or can't do. Love everyone? Huh? What about Hitler? Everyone. It takes practice. It's not easy. This journey down here is a drama. It's not easy. It's not fun all the time. And even spiritual, what you call ascension symptoms, are not always fun. Some of them are unpleasant. Because what's happening is we just talked about the chakras, the different colored chakras, the Templar. The Guardians call them Templar. Hindus and Buddhists call them chakra. Okay, the planet has those too. You can call the planets Templar star gates. That's how ascension works. And you can't go through the fourth gate if you don't have 4 strands of DNA. Remember, we talked about people only having 3. Now in comes something called indigo children and star seeds. They're from the 4th dimension, the 5th dimension, the 6th dimension. Their soul essence projects down into the fetus of your mother and father who you made a soul agreement with. At the 4th, 5th, or 6th dimension, you made an agreement with their soul level to become born here. See, we are coming with the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th dimensional consciousness to help heal and help Earth ascend, to help the planet ascend, to help humans ascend. And it's not dogma. We're not forcing it and evangelizing it. We're offering it. And you use your free will to resonate with it or not. A lot of people aren't ready for this information. A lot of people just want to accept an angry God, a judgmental God. And we talk about gods. There is a God. There's only one God. Remember that whole thing, law of one? There's only one. Why is there a bunch of beings calling themselves gods? Why is there, what? How many gods? Dang, Redefine what is God. There's only one God. Those are not gods. Those are imposter, surrogate gods, fake gods. There's fake Christ. Okay? Christ in these teachings is a level of consciousness, way at the 12th level. Excuse me. Okay, so we're here in 3D. You want your Christ consciousness? Learn how to reclaim your heart chakra. Let's go through them. Your throat chakra. This is green ray, blue ray. Reclaim your, okay, this is only number 6, the indigo ray. Reclaim your violet, 7th chakra consciousness. Remember, these are light spectra. Reclaim your 8th, gold chakra. Reclaim your 9th, silver chakra. Reclaim your dark blue one above your head, 6 inches. That's your 10th chakra. Reclaim your 11th chakra. That's a 1.5 feet above your head. That is dark silver. You could call it gray, dark gray. Reclaim the one below your 6 inches below your feet. That's the pure white star, the Christ consciousness, the Christ star. I am Christ star. I am Christ star. I am Christ star. You are Christos avatar. We all are. All humans have that potential. We certainly don't act like it down here because once again we're a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. We're a distortion down here. And we just have a bump on our head. We don't remember everything. But you can. And these teachings teach you how. I love you. Peace. Inner peace, baby. What's up? Makaya. I know there was a few. Let me see. Little alien in the house. Dropping in for work. Good to see you, sister. Hope you have a wonderful Saturday night. Yeah. If you guys ever have any questions, please make sure you write in your message somewhere, Christos Avatar, so your message becomes highlighted. If you just say my name, Anuhazi, my name's Anuhazi, and if you just say my name, it's not going to be highlighted. I go by Fabian too. That's what I use on social media before, but my real name is Anuhazi. And I won't get mad if you still call me Fabian, okay? Okay, Celine, welcome, Holy One. Thanks for being here. You can become... Oh, she's just talking about Christos Avatar. Okay. All right, you guys. Blessings to all of you souls. There's 99 souls. 99! Look at that number. There's 99 people here. We keep getting... When you arrive to this destination, you're going to get all these positive numbers coming up. One after another. Throughout the whole show, we get constant numbers. You don't believe me? Just sit back and watch. You will see them. Moti asked about alcohol and meat. Those are both not good for your energies. Okay? Now, there's all kinds of differing opinions. We respect all opinions. We're unity. We love all. Omni love. We don't judge. Religion judges. Usually in New Age, they don't judge, but some of them do. But it's all coming out of religion. Judgment. And fear. Right? So, alcohol and meat. Alcohol and meat, those attack your frequencies, your energies. If you could see on a screen what your aura looks like, you would see some problems as soon as you start dealing with alcohol and meat. We're not trying to judge anyone. If you take alcohol, lots of people are meat eaters. Most people are. There's no judgment, Holy Ones. Someone's asking a question. And so this channel, it's called Christos Avatar. It's the Christos point of view. These teachings are the Emerald Order, inner Christos Avatar point of view. So the point of view is that it messes up your energy, and it's with a vegetarian diet, it's still a problem. That's why there's something called the vegan diet. It's like being a vegetarian and more. It's being a vegetarian, but also not drinking milk. That's not meat, but it's part of an animal that's being in a cage. It's going through abuse. Its whole life is in a freaking cage. It's abuse. We don't support the abuse. We don't support those industries who do that. So if it's not about the energy of the meat for you, then it's the idea of the torture and agony of the animals and the murder of the animals. They didn't want to be murdered. They don't want to be in the cage. They want to be free just like you. They don't want to be eaten. You don't want to be eaten. Fruits, vegetables are offered. The trees drop fruits in abundance. They get rotten because there's not, there's much abundance of fruits and vegetables that are being offered. Here's a pear. Here is an apple. Here is a potato. It's growing from the roots. Earth is giving you fruits. It's an agreement of that consciousness. Whole different frequency. You look at Kirlian photography, look it up. Kirlian. Look, okay, let's do that together. I haven't planned this, so let's see what we get. And I'll just share the screen. Wait a second. Let me make sure I can share my screen. Window capture. Oh, I can. Let me go to Google and see if I can. Let me see. Where let me go to just Christos avatar so I can see it on OBS. I got to see it show up in OBS. Why is it? Wait. Thank you for your patience, you guys. I just want to be able to do this together. Why is this happening? Let me make a separate window and see if that'll work. YouTube Studio. It's only showing. That is weird and dumb. I don't know why it's not letting me. But basically, you could go to... I can do this in Photoshop. Kirlian photography meat. And then you would look in the images of meat. Oh, okay, so I found a good picture. And it's so small. Copy image, and then I'll put it in Photoshop and share that with you guys. Wait. It's actually a good question. Thank you for asking. Okay, so now let me switch to Photoshop because I brought it up in Photoshop. Because for some reason I can't get Chrome on my OBS. Okay. And I'll get close up. Just let me switch over. Kirlian photography, it's a real thing. You can just look it up. Kirlian photography. And so look at meat. Look at the energy that you're taking in. The life force, the prana, the sustenance, the nutrition of meat has no living energy. Look at the energy of fruit, vatos! So if it's not about murdering animals and putting animals in cages to you, you don't care about that. I get some rude, cruel comments about it. Well, look, it's about the energies, the actual living energy of the difference in some dead flesh. You want dead flesh for your nutrients, or you want living, live food. So hopefully that helps to visualize. Let me go back. And that's just one, that's just one picture. Go look at a whole bunch of Kirlian photography, and then you can start thinking of all kinds of stuff and see what has a lot of energy and what has hardly any energy to bring into your food. Alcohol is a chemical. It's something that wreaks havoc on your prana, on your aura. Maybe you can look up that in Google, find images of what alcohol does to your aura. Look that up. I'm just answering your question, and hopefully that did help. So there we go. And people don't have to agree. People don't have different opinions. People will say some effed up stuff I made only one video. Only out of 800 videos, I only made one about food. And it wasn't even about which one is right or which one is wrong, because you can't tell people that. I'm just saying the difference between the two. And I was showing you what the abuse that animals go through, man. It is horrific. And by the way, at that moment of fear, that moment of death is imprinted, and you're taking that imprint into your body. Okay? So, yeah, there was someone else. Okay. We have Alexander Kennedy. What's the difference between spirit and soul? Okay, so spirit is another word for consciousness. Okay? Energy, frequency, everything is alive. Everything is alive. Everything is within the unified field of God, within the frequency of God, within the consciousness of God. Nothing can be outside of Creator. Creator created all. The one true God, Creator, created all. You can't go outside of that. That is spirit. That is consciousness within all its different levels, within all the different God worlds. Everything is that. Now, the soul, right? You asked about the soul, right? I had to refresh my screen. I'll get to all your questions. I'm just going them in order. Oh, spirit and soul. Okay, so that's everything. Now, spirit is everything. Everything is alive. Everything is consciousness of God at different levels of itself, at different awarenesses of itself. Soul is a specific level. Okay? We just went through the chakras and the levels of chakras. The soul starts at the 4th chakra. 1, 2, 3 is the incarnate level, where we exist in density matter 1 of carbon matter. The soul is up here. This is the soul. This is earth. Soul, incarnate. Out of all these levels, the soul is right here, the level of consciousness, 4th dimensional consciousness, the green heart chakra, including the 5th throat chakra, blue ray, and the 3rd chakra, the 6th chakra, the indigo ray. And if you go through spiritual ascension, you're going to actually, on earth it happens through death. You have to die. Okay? And then your soul, consciousness, returns back to the 4th dimension or the 5th dimension or 6th dimension, depending on your soul level. Okay? And it's like religion talks about rapture, but it's not rapture. It's spiritual ascension, where you're going to go through. That's why there's stargates. Stargates are in planets. Stargates are in suns, stars. They're in galaxies. They're just galactic stargates. There's universal stargates. You have Templar, which are little stargates. Everybody has Templar, has chakra. A potato bug has chakra. Okay, so you're going to go through spiritual ascension. That means you die, you go through the planet of the core of the earth, then you're going to go through, it's different now, but described in Voyagers as you're going to be going into the 4th dimension or 5th dimension or 6th dimension. And you'll be in a new body, you'll be birthed in, you'll come on in to the new reality. It is a better, perfect body, and that part of the human race up there is immortal. It's the soul level. Eventually, you go through the 4th dimension. You'll ascend through eventually to the 5th dimension. Someday, you'll get to the 6th dimension. That is density universe 2. Then you'll ascend to the 7th dimension, which is density universe 3. The higher realities, which is, by the way, this level, 4, 5, and 6, this is the angel level. So density 3 is the archangel level. And so the soul is a level. of this journey. Okay? Spirit is everything. Spirit is all. It's consciousness that is everywhere of God. The consciousness of God that's everywhere. And so maybe I'm part of that spirit. You're part of that spirit. A rock is part of that spirit. Everything is part of God. Everything's spirit. And you know this dense 15-dimensional time matrix, it is an illusion. It's not real. It makes it look like we're in a real place. It's all hologram. And so when you watch the movie The Matrix, that gives you an idea. It's not exactly like the movie The Matrix, but it gives you an idea that our real self is in another world. Our consciousness is in that, participating in the 3D drama. The human race, the collective human race consciousness is in the 4th dimension. The human collective is projecting itself into the 3D. Your consciousness is always 1 dimension higher than your body that you're embodied in. So if we're here physically, not physical, nothing's physical really, but if we're in this body, that means you're 1 dimension higher, your consciousness is, and when you ascend to the 4D, your consciousness will be in the 5D, but will be physical in the 4D. If you ascend to the 5D, that means your consciousness is in the 6D. You go to 60, that means your consciousness is in the 70. See what I'm saying? You keep going up and up and up until you leave the time matrix and go back to the eternal collectives of consciousness, the gestalts and the ascended master levels. 13th Indigo, could I use your diagram to help you teach others? Sure. Just don't start selling it. Then I will have a problem. I went through a lot of effort to create that. I have no problems with you guys teaching people. Go for it. Thank you for asking. It would be wonderful if you gave credit. Maybe a link to my shop. Celine, could you please give a link to the shop? And if not, it's in the description of the video. Use the diagram to teach, but please leave a link so other people can get it. That would be awesome. Now we're doing this together. Machiwa. Indigo Vato Loco! Yeah, what's up? What's up? Monster Quinn! Star Sister! Thank you so much, Holy One. Much respect. And you guys, I know some of you are trying to reach me on Facebook or Instagram or something. I can't answer everybody. It's the truth. I work when I wake up. Right when I wake up, I'm working. I get a cup of green tea first, but my computer's on and I start working. I'm making videos. I'm making articles on the Emerald Order teachings, which is on the membership. It's a $33, or on YouTube, it's $35 membership. And you guys, it's actually better on Patreon, but you won't get a star like the members on YouTube. The Patreon allows me to do formatting. What in the world? Why does not YouTube allow you to make formatted text? You can't bold text. You can't italicize text. It's nonsensical BS. And they used to do that. YouTube offered it for a little while, for a few months, and then suddenly they took it away. So I can't have, and you guys, I'm not trying to just chit chat. If someone wants to just chit chat with me, I'm not going to answer you. If you want to talk about the teachings, hey, I might answer you. Especially if you're sincere and it's, I'm just being honest and real to you guys. But thank you, Monster Quince. Blessings to you, sister. Rod, Fernando, much love, brother. Thank you for that exchange of energy. Wait. Are divination tools spiritually in the light? Are they okay? I learned tarot cards and know how to get message with a pendulum. Is this in the light? Blessings to you, Rod. Thank you for being here on Christos Avatar. And you asked me the question, and, I simply answer from the guardian point of view. No judgment, okay? So don't feel like it's judgment. Those are both occult. And what is divination? Okay, divination Divining is looking and getting a signal somewhere out here. You're trying to get an answer from somewhere out here. And it's the same thing with channelers. They're getting something from something else, someone else, another family of consciousness, another spirit. Now remember, these teachings are called the inner Christos. The guardians and indigo adepts do not channel, do not use tarot cards or divination. We go inside the inner God. We go inside the inner Christ. And quite frankly, the New Age is being run by the fallen angels. It is the fallen angels called the Jehovah Anunnaki who created New Age. Once again, fallen angelic Jehovah Anunnaki are the ones who run Galactic Federation, who created the New Age, who created the occult, who created divination, who created channeling. Excuse me. And even though Enoch is a fallen angel, he talks about, in his teachings, about how the fallen angels gave humans occult, magic. And if you're not familiar with the book of Enoch, look it up. Occult, New Age, astrology, tarot, it's coming from fallen angels. They teach you to divine. And remember, these systems, like astrology, they use gods, the symbols of gods. Oh, planets. What do you think the planets are? Gods. They call them gods. They call it Zeus. You're connecting to Zeus. You're connecting to Venus. You're connecting to Ishtar, Enki, Thoth. They all have sigils. They all, like literal sigils. Because some magicians, black magicians, are connecting to these spirits, these entities, these demons, these fallen ones. They connect to them for power. They want to take and use some beings, demons' power. They want luck, they want money, they want love from some being out here. They'll do a candle ritual. They'll do make a voodoo doll. I'm not trying to get angry. What I'm saying is, you guys, bless you for asking. Just understand that divination is coming out here. Yes, you will get answers. Yes, a Ouija board will work. Yes, you could channel something. You will get contact. You will get these beings messaging you. Okay? What we learn, what the guardians do, is we go inside to our higher self. Which we just explained is your higher chakra. You want to talk to your soul? Open your heart. That's the soul level. Remember? Heart, throat, third eye. Third eye, throat, heart. Green ray, blue ray, indigo ray. This is your soul. It's part of your spiritual anatomy. You don't need a fortune teller. You don't need someone to read your palm. You don't need someone to do your birth chart. Okay? You don't need some self-proclaimed archangel, Michael, Gabriel, Ariel, any angel, any archangel to bring your Christ consciousness for you, to bring your spiritual mastery for you. You find your spiritual mastery right here. You find your higher selves right here. You don't need something else or someone else telling you, much love. Thank you for asking, Holy One, and thank you for your support. Much respect to your spiritual journey. Oh, thank you for the second donation, brother. Thank you too. Yoga. I see no wrongs with yoga. I'm not a student of what you call Hinduism. You don't need a Buddha. You don't need a master guru in Hindu. And you don't need no Reiki master to help you learn how to heal. But what is yoga? Yoga is very incredible. Because most people are sedentary or not active. But there is wisdom in some of these teachings, like the yoga. like pranayama. Now, but they do all kinds of stuff. They do blocks, like a chin block, and they bring their torso up. Bindi locks. Now, I don't know about all of that. Because I'm still learning about all these fallen angelic races. But once I do, I'm also creating pictures of these beings so you can see what they look like. I think I haven't heard anything about yoga in the innerchristos or from Ashiana. And maybe it's there because I haven't gone through all of Ashiana's work. It's a lifetime of work. But from my point of view, what I can answer now is it's like a very wonderful energy system. There's some definite benefits to yoga. So I'm not a master yoga practitioner. So I can't answer it, 100%. But all I can say is that I have gotten relief from pain or from problems through yoga. And every single day I'm doing a couple yoga positions. And my whole deal was hemorrhoids since I was 25 years old. And so there was yoga positions that actually helped relieve that. I would do it right here, but that would be kind of weird looking. I actually do the one, I don't know what it's called. I do the one where you're literally on your head and your legs are up. And you're not going to you keep your balance, obviously. And the opposite, where you put your legs up from... Anyways, there's a couple positions that helped me, and you would look for certain problems that you're having, and you would find a yoga position. So I think yoga's fine. I haven't gone deep in there. Did you guys hear that? Now we have in my town, it's a small town, they do have fireworks here. I mean, people can buy fireworks. That could have been a firework. I don't know. Was it a special day today? Anyways. So yeah, I think that answered your question. I do yoga myself. So there's a few, like 5, 6, 7 positions I can do. So I would love to, and I will someday get really deep into it. It's just that I'm hardcore, and people don't imagine working 100 hours or plus a week. But I work. I have no problems working. I'm not rich from doing this, but I'm going to still put in the work. As a matter of fact, I don't think I can move you guys. I don't have enough money to move. I was hoping, our star sister, I'm not going to say her name, but she's helped me before. I thought she was going to help out, but it didn't come, so that's a sign that maybe I'm not meant to go to Vegas right now. I can't do it, man. I would need a few $1,000s more just to do it. Because we're talking about a down deposit. Like a realistic situation is between $1,800 to $2,000 a month. To move into a new place, you need the first and second month's rent, and plus it's going to cost me $1,000 just to move. I got to cut all the weeds on this whole acre of property, and I would have to use a U-Haul a few trips to get to Vegas, back and forth. Man, that would be around $1,000. I'm talking about $3,000. I'm not close to that. You see what I'm saying? I'm not getting rich from this stuff. But I'm serving. I'm not complaining. It just means I got to stay here for another year. So, anyways. That's why I appreciate all your guys's. I survive and I eat because of you guys. Thank you for supporting this work, and it helps me sustain myself. And I'm grateful for that. Machiwa. I had someone make a big deal about why are you selling the diagram? Because it's a product that I created. It took me a year to get the finished product. 111 in chat. I mean, there's 111 people here. We get master numbers, we get angel numbers all throughout the live, you guys. It's no joke. You ask the members here. Thank you, Pink Lemon and Christos Avatar. Thank you, Moti. Mati. Sorry if I say it wrong. Some people's names are not obvious. Hello, Monster Quinn. Allison Hughes. I would love to hear you talk about more other selves that we have. You've mentioned the minimum amount. Yes. And I say minimum amount because that's what everyone has. But indigo children have more. A few thousand more. Like I've heard Ashiana say around 5,000 or more. That's because the indigos are incarnating at different periods of time for service. So we live more than our normal family tree. And actually the truth about indigos is they're ayani. And they come in from the ascended master level or density 5. So they're not technically need to ascend. They've already ascended. And so let me double check. Yeah, so they have a few more other selves. Now, but everyone, remember, it's spiritual science. There's numbers to God. There's math to God. There's calculation to God, not just some woo, lofty, spiritual, hard to grasp, hard to understand things. No. There's 1,728, and if you guys got Voyager's PDF, you can search it. Look for that number. It'll come up. 1728. I'm not making it up. This is coming from the guardian angelic nations, the Emerald Order, okay? So, and you live 144 lifetimes. Now, your immediate family is 12. Your immediate family in density universe 1. Dimensions 1, 2, and 3. That's density universe carbon matter. And you're going to live, your immediate family is 12. That means your soul projects 12 fragments. You are just 1/12 of your soul. Okay? So your soul projects 12 of itself. So that's 12 selves. A tribe. And out of 12, you have boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. Boy, girl, soulmates. Boy, girl, twin flames. You live as soulmates and twin flames. You remember, gender is polarized. That's a low level of evolution. Gender is a low level of spirit. Eventually, you'll be androgynous. Okay? And matter of fact, androgyny starts, well, it starts in density 2, but all races will be androgynous. No males, no females in density 3 and up. Gender is only down here. So now your larger family in density 1, the fact of the matter is you have 12 souls. So if each of those 12 are projecting 12, that's 144 in density universe 1. And it goes on up. One oversoul will project 12 souls. That's how you got 12 souls. Because you have a higher part called an oversoul. So you're going to live 144 here in density 1. 144 in density 2. 144 in density 3. Get out your calculator. Add these up. You're going to live 144 in density, did I say 4? Okay. Now, that is in the physical parts of us. So we exist the same amount. So you're going to do times 2. You have the same amount of all these lives that he just mentioned in the parallel universe. The Guardians call it an antiparticle universe. You have a parallel Earth. We have parallel selves. You have another self there, also ascending, also has all these 144 in density 1, 144 density 2, 3, and 4. So you just added all those, you're going to have 144 in Ascended Master level 3. You're going to have 144 in Ascended Master 2. That adds up to 1,728 selves. The indigos are coming in and doing more. They do extra. It's talked about in the, I don't think it's in Voyagers. Maybe it's mentioned in Voyagers. But the soul, actually it is in the back of Voyagers 2. She shows you what the indigo children are doing. And that's why you can have more than 1,728 selves. So And remember, all of those selves, yourselves, your Christed avatar family, those are all simultaneous. They're all happening in the now, in different space-time, in different space. You see, Earth goes in a giant cycle of time. Time is an illusion, but it's still reverent, to talk about time. 26,556 years, you will live 144 selves. So that's a time cycle. Remember, there's 3 dimensions. Each dimension of Earth, not the other levels, but in Earth is around 8,000 plus years. Within one dimension, you're going to have 2 time continuums. So that's 4,000 plus years each. And then within time continuums, you have a bunch of little time vectors. So your 144 selves are within a bunch of time vectors. Let me show you something like that on the diagram. Thank you for your patience as I open this diagram to answer your question. Wrong file, wrong drive. Here we go. All right. A few more seconds here. Well, let's open up the main diagram. And then open up the soul diagram, soul ascension diagram. Open with Photoshop, please. Okay. Let me switch over and show you those different time periods you'll live in. Okay, so you're, like I just explained just now, one of your souls. Ultimately, you have 12 souls, see? 12 souls. But one soul projects into the Earth system, dimensions 1, 2, and 3, chakra 1, 2, 3, race 1, 2, 3. Here you go. I didn't put dresses on the girls, but you live as twin flames and soulmates. They're 2 different things, but they're still the same family. You will live 12 times in 17,000 BC, 22,000 BC, all the way up, all the way in all these periods of time until the middle of the ascension was 2017. The end of the ascension is 4230 AD. So this is just one soul. You will have 12 souls doing this. That's why you will have 144. 72 males, 72 females, 144 altogether. Remember, density 3, you won't have males and females. There'll be androgynous incarnations. But for now, in the low levels of the time matrix, this is the time matrix. And at the lowest levels, way down here at the bottom, is where you're going to live 144 boys and girls. And there's still gender in carbon matter too. But remember, density 3, you don't have a body. You're like more ghost-like. Gender ends, now you have androgyny. Bodies end, now you're ghost-like spirit. What you call etheric. You're an etheric being. You no longer are just an individual. Now you're a gestalt. You're a collective. It's hard to conceive down on Earth, where we're experiencing mortality and death, which is not natural, you guys. You see what I said? When you ascend out of the 3D, you'll be in this system, the soul system. This is the incarnate system. The incarnate system. You're going to ascend if you ascend, because most humans, billions of humans, are falling, not ascending. They're going into phantom. Oops, sorry. Most humans are falling into phantom Earth, where hell, Hades, the pit. The black hole subtime substation cycle, mutated consciousness, distorted consciousness, fear, guilt, shame consciousness is falling. Religious consciousness is falling. They talk about hell, they talk about Hades and demons and fallen angels. You are the fallen angels, demons, and going into phantom Earth. Because your system is all about this. It's a false creed. Fear, guilt, judgment, people judging you, people thinking they're better. They think they're believers. They're the chosen ones. It's a bunch of BS. Oh, wait. Is this in my Photoshop? Oh my gosh, I didn't open with Photoshop. Sorry. This is what I was trying to show you. And let me change my images to be Photoshop instead of photos. 1 second here. Because it can't stand it when it's open. It's messing me up, right? 1 second, you guys. All right, now diagrams will open in Photoshop. So, yeah, this is the original system that we were going through with the sphere of Amenti. There was something called the sphere of Amenti. You'll hear about it in Voyagers. It's no longer an option, you guys. But I'm just trying to explain that these Templar of Earth, you don't have one because we already had strand 1, but strand 2 was the Lemurians. They used the Templar, the Stargate, to go to a period of time a long time ago, 71,000 plus BC. Okay? And there's different time cycles. Remember, one time cycle is 26,000 plus years, one of Earth. But it repeats when it's done. When it gets to the end, like say 4230 AD, it'll start a brand new one. So that means this one started at this. That means the previous time cycle, the previous one ended at that time. But this was also 26,000 year cycle. It's also, you know, so, but you're dealing with much ancient. But the Atlanteans and Lemurians started in 3 cycles ago. 3 planet Earth cycles ago. This is where we started coming on in, birthing on in. Okay? These are different levels of you happening simultaneously. Oh, I want to show you that other one again. These are all simultaneous. They're not happening progressively. You're still somewhere in Atlantis. You're still somewhere in Lemuria. You're in the now, in the present now. You have your other selves. That's why, let me go back to the camera. That's why when you guys start to be psychic, you're going to start to connect. Literally be aware of, perceive some of your 12 tribe, some of your oversoul, some of your greater family. Maybe it's an angel, maybe it's an archangel. It's you. You are an archangel. You are an angel up there. You are an avatar. You're God, baby. Machiwa. I love you. Thank you for your question. Yeah, that was most of the questions. Frey! Much love, sister. Thank you so much, Frey. And I know that's not your first time. Blessings to you. And that's so cool that people can like. I can't like your donation, but it looks like other people can like it. How did you do it? Let me see if I can do the like. It won't let me push like. Oh, I did. I liked it. Thank you, Star Sister. Much love to you. And it's so interesting because, you know, I've told you guys I was doing research and watching the Viking series. Seriously, you guys. It's for entertainment too, but I watched it for a lot of research. I still haven't used that footage. I want to make a video about how all religions are using sacrifice, blood rituals. Even Christianity. Jesus was mutilated, flesh flying off his body, tortured, sacrificed to its black magic, and it's about blood. And then the Christians are drinking blood, right? And thinking it's good and sacred and all that. That's another topic, but all religions are patriarchals. Most of them, almost all of them. 99 point something percent, 98% of all religions are men-only club. Women can go to church, but you're down here. You're subservient. That's the Anunnaki creed. That's who brought you this sexist patriarchy. Because there's lots of reasons why they want the female down. The divine feminine. Now you're not balanced. You're like this. Remember? Androgyny, baby. Male and female are part of a half. 50-50. I want 50%. You're part of the whole. You have intimacy, you have love. It's you. The greater version of you. A couple makes a whole. So, taking sexist patriarchy, it's destroying that. You're not connecting to your twin flame, your soulmate. So, thank you so much, Frey. But I was watching the Vikings, and I was watching the Vikings and one about Uhtred, son of Uhtred, or what was that? Kingdom of Heaven, and then this new one about Vikings Valhalla, and that the main character was, her name's Freya, or something like that. Now I know it's an occult goddess, or whatever, goddesses, but still, I think that's cool. I mean, to see Freya, I mean. Thank you so much, Frey. And you guys, I thought I just saw someone say false or something. You guys, I just want to say that you don't have to agree with this information. Okay? There's no dogma in Inner Christ. There's no dogma in immoral teachings. It's about egalitarian, it's co-creative, co-peace. Okay, all are one, all are God. But religion doesn't agree with that. They prefer a sexist patriarchy. They prefer an angry God who murders children in the Passover, children in Egypt, murders, curses. What is cursing? It is black magic. But Jehovah, Yahweh, curses. Oh, they deserved it. The Egyptians deserved it. God ordered Joshua to murder 7 races, annihilated races. Not creator God. It's a fallen angel. So is Allah. So is Brahma. So is Thoth. So is Odin. All gods except for the one God. There's only one God. All these other little punks are saying, I am your God, now worship me, or be destroyed, or be in torture in the lake of fire. That's demons and fallen angels in the lake of fire. The Guardians don't call it that. That's what religion calls it. The Guardians call it a scientific word, a subtime-space distortion field. Distortion being the key. It's fallen reverse consciousness, baby. Okay, we have the living system and the against living system. Vampiring. Because they lost their connection to the creation, to creator's currents. I meant to say creator's currents, not creation. Everything's part of creation. They through their murder, through their anger, through their sacrifice, they went into reverse consciousness. That's part of that thing I talked about earlier. Falling, going into unconscious oblivion, losing your DNA. You see, you're this mighty archangel. Now you're a lower angel. Now you're an incarnate. Now you're space dust. It's a falling consciousness. It's a reverse from the living. Living is returning to source, God, through accumulating, bringing in higher consciousness, awakening your higher evolution. The whole fear, guilt, sin, sinful humans, cursed humans, tortured humans, judged humans, all that garbage you're falling. You're reverse. You're against humans. You're against God. You're against all life. It's a vampiric Antichristos. You want to throw around the word Antichrist. The Guardians call it Antichristos, which is Christos. Christ, what is it? We talk about Jesus. Jesus was a Christos. The human race is Christos, but they fell. Remember that falling. You were once the avatar. Now you're in 3D Earth. Wow, what's that? You get to see. Look around Earth. Look at that gods. Those gods are war gods. Jehovah is about war and death and sacrifice. So is all these little punks gods, claiming to be gods. And so it's not me saying that. It's the Emerald Order. It's the Christos avatars. It's the guardian angelic nation saying that. Look it up. Celine, Little Alien, and Indigo Wizard shared the links. You can download it. It's a PDF, a few hundred pages long, and you can study and look and see if you resonate. It's going to be explained to you. The history that's forbidden will be explained to you. Maybe you will start to have your spirituality and enlightenment. I want to say, I'm not getting paid for this. I want to say that these teachings, I'm a testimony. These teachings changed my life, man. I didn't recognize myself before that time. I wouldn't want to be that old self again. God, you're false gods judge. Now you're judging, right? You're judging now. Your false gods are angry. Now you're angry. Your false gods are sexist against lower women, devalue women. So are the kings of the castle. Now you're sexist. Now you think women are lower. You get it? No. This is part of your spiritual awakening, you guys. To learn about the dark side, you're not love, light, and clueless. You don't ignore and wish away the darkness. So you learn about the darkness so it no longer has a power over you. The vampire, you don't allow the vampire to siphon you. That's exactly what religion is doing. It's siphoning you. It's taking from you. It's disempowering you. Now you're not a holy Christos avatar. Now you're a lowly, sinful, inferior human going to the lake of fire who's going to be judged. Wow. I'm not high. I'm not on drugs. If you want to get lit, holy ones. I am taking a break again. Since last Tuesday, I haven't smoked. And so I just want to do another 10 days or 12 days, whatever. So, but people will accuse me, you're just high. I'm not high about those. This is, if you want to say anything, I'm high in spirit. High in my consciousness, connecting to my heart chakra, my throat chakra, my third eye chakra. What's up? You want to debate God? Let's do it. We'll show what's up with that system, that false creed. Light doesn't sit idle and do nothing. Light is bright. Light shines. Light exposes darkness naturally. You are light. You're calling yourself light. Well, shine your light. Stand in your light. Stand in your Christ consciousness, Christos consciousness, which is 12th dimensional consciousness, which is your 12th chakra. No priest needed, required. No pope, no church, no savior. No crucified death, no blood, no nothing. They can't stand that message. That's the inner Christos message, not Anuhazi's message. I'm not making stuff up. That's why we provide you want to provide Bible verses, we're providing the whole enchilada, baby. Study the inner Christos, inner Christ teachings. Learn about unity consciousness, and you will develop yourself, holy ones. You will remember. You will connect to your higher selves. And if you guys have learned anything from these teachings, if you like this work, this information, if I've helped you in any way, you guys please consider supporting Christos Avatar, like some of our brothers and sisters have done today. You can do a online live super chat. That's what they're called. A donation online is a super chat. Or you can do it offline, because I put a PayPal link below if you just want to do it, privately. You could also support this work by buying one of my artworks. You guys, I want to say real quick, I made some beautiful Lyran feline cat people. And remember I told you they're not all blue now? Well, I'm making a tiger Lyran, a panther Lyran, lynx Lyran, all kinds of Lyran, cat, feline, what's up? So I'll be, that's another thing I'll bring out. But I have all kinds of artworks. You can support this work by buying one of my crystals. I was wanting to move. I hope I can move. If I can't, I'll just set up my crystals and start selling them, because I have so many crystals that aren't even being shown. They're just sitting in it, in storage or whatever. So that's another way you can support this work, you guys, is buy a crystal or one of my artworks. And the last way, this is another way. And I literally use this. I'm not just, what is that old commercial they used to say, I'm not just a seller, I'm a user, or something like that. I'm not just selling this, but I actually use it every single day, because I have a problem with my lymphatic system, and it's right now it's always around here, and it used to be around here a lot, but mostly it's on this side of the body. But I have had it a few times on this side, but where the lymphatics are, you get them around your armpit. They can go on your arms. They can go down your legs, because the lymphatic system is through your whole body, like the nervous system. But it helps remove toxins and all that. I get that. For some reason, cannabis makes it inflamed. For me, my personal life, I have no idea why. And so maybe it's from the what do you call it? What do they call those places where you go buy cannabis? Dispensaries. Yeah, I think it's maybe the medicine you get at the dispensaries. Maybe if it was natural medicine grown from your own garden, it would be different. But whatever, starting in 2023, I started getting lymphatic system inflammation. And this helped me, man. When it's not good, not cool, this will make it go away, but it doesn't heal it, but it helps it go away. That problem. I've heard it heal other problems. Whatever pain, suffering in your body, I would do it on my hands. I'm always using the computer and the mouse. Some people get fibromyalgia, or like my grandma, she had a major arthritis. So I know arthritis is mostly on the females in my family, but I'm always using my hands like this, and sometimes I have issues, and this makes the issue go away. No joke. You guys, I would not promote something like this energy device. It's an energy device. There's a crystal tube. This is a crystal tube right here. And Starman, one of our brother Starman, he's the one that introduced this to me, man. I am so grateful to you, brother, for bringing this into my life, because that's actually when the problem started. And I didn't know that. Is that Starman? Starman, brother, what's up, brother? Hey, man, did you know there's a new one? It's all pretty and purple or something. It's a pretty purple one. I want that one, dude. So there's 4 models now of this. This is the basic one. And no joke, this has helped Starman. This has helped Starman's mom. This has helped me. I tried to help my mom. She wasn't into it. She's all into her doctors and pharmaceuticals. Bless my mom. I love her. She wasn't interested in this. But anyways, it truly, truly, you guys, helps. It helped on my hemorrhoids. I don't mean to be graphic, but it can make the swelling go down. It's an uncomfortable, weird place to do it, but and so, no joke. I would not talk about this if it wasn't real. It uses terahertz energy frequency. And you can find it, it's a scientific thing. Out of the spectrum of frequency, it's called terahertz. It's a real thing. And this is an investment in your health. You don't need pharmaceuticals. Why? You know Tesla, 369 Tesla? He said, Nikolai Tesla, the original Tesla, not this billionaire. I mean the original Tesla. Okay? He said the future of medicine is frequency. It's energy. And we have med beds that use frequency, energy. Have you guys ever heard of? He was zapping people like 100 years ago. What's his name? He was attacked by the Fed or whatever, Federal Drug Administration. They don't want you to come out with cures. He was using energy frequency to take cancer out of people. That shit gets shut down real quick. They don't want you curing anybody. Man, there is tens of thousands of videos probably, people showing you how it helped their pain and suffering. The link is below. It's called the Terahertz Wand. Thank you guys. And so the last way is to become a member of these innerchristos teachings. Become a member for $5, $10, $15, $20, whatever. The best one is the $33 one because I'm sharing articles. Now, you guys, I am this close to sharing videos. I might share the videos of Ashiana speaking. At least the Cathar workshop. I might start, I'm not saying I'm gonna do that, but I'm debating it. So that could be part of it too. But there's a hell of a lot of value in becoming a $33 member. Because that's my time and my work. I make videos, but I'm also now writing articles. So thank you guys for that's. I just want to say that you guys, if I've helped you, if you're learning, hell, and Starman knows all about this. If you're curious about more questions, you can hit me up or hit Starman up. I mean, ask him. You know, we have the information directly. We can give you links, or you can just look it up. Terahertz Wand. Wow. So bless you guys for coming to this conversation about spirituality and enlightenment and transformation of your soul, which, as you guys know, is most humans are down here, your soul's up here. We want to bring in our soul consciousness by awakening the soul chakras. There's 3 of them. There's 3 in each level of density. Density matter 1, density matter 2, density matter 3, density matter 4. Most of creation focuses on density 4. Because after density 4, you can leave. But there is a density matter 5. It's called antimatter. Antimatter, not anti. Antimatter. Antematter. Antimatter is it goes beyond liquid light. It's called thermoplasm, hot plasma, like a sun. It is a sun. It's a star beings. Okay, these are star beings. You don't have arms and legs. You're not a hominid. You don't have a face with eyes. You are a blazing sun. Star. A star is a sun is a star. They're the same thing. So there is antimatter, thermoplasm. So crystal vapor. So yeah, you guys, this is a journey, and this is doesn't happen overnight. I know some people wanted to, it's people. All I'm saying is a lot of people are ask me for help. Help me. You guys, that's the wrong message. These teachings teach you how to help yourself. The guardians are not saviors. They're bringing in the information. 111. Thank you for I claim that. Yeah, baby. What's up? I'm this close to wanting to get lit. I might get lit. I don't know. I think I will only get lit on weekends. I mean, no, that's not what I meant to say. Only on lives, which is twice a week. And at drum circles, which is only once a month. So, a couple times a month. And I take, for my lymphatic system, because the cannabis makes my, you guys, I'm transparent. I will tell you the issues I have. I have no problems. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not shy. And so some people are too cool. They don't want to tell people they're having problems. I'm honest. And I think some of you appreciate that. Transparency. This is why I'm telling you the truth about cannabis. I'm just telling you, most of my life I used it. I did not have inflammation. Only when I came to Arizona or started using dispensary, I suddenly got a cyst or whatever you call it behind my left nipple. I used a freaking wand to make it go away. No joke. But I didn't make the problem go away. Anyways. So you guys, honestly, medicine like that and some other medicine, they don't help you with sin. That's not my message. But they can help you in your journey. You're not meant to rely on medicine. Straight up. But it helps you. It can help you experience paranormal, supernatural. Yeah, somebody wants to get lit. I think maybe I will. What time is it? 7? Dude, it's early. Come on. You guys want to get lit? Okay, let's say if there's 6 people or 9 people. If 9 of you, I just like 3s, 6, 9, baby. If 9 of you put a fire emoji in chat, we'll get lit. Most of this has been strong, organic, and no notes. Do you guys see me reading notes? Do you see me pausing? Do you see me stuttering? It's just true, like, flow. Spirit just flows. And we are just awakening to that within ourselves. I mean, can you imagine what type of level Ashana's at? She must be in those nirvana fields, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you. 8 of you. 9 of you. You are my brothers and sisters. We'll do this together. But it will take me 20 seconds to go get it. Okay, I'm here. Yeehaw, baby. What's going on? What's going on, baby? More people. Damn, man. Woohoo! Throw some fragrance real quick. I do that with amber. Amber actually smells freaking unbelievable. I brought both pipes in case the other one's still plugged up. Oh, I didn't bring toothpicks though. I might need, So, spirituality, enlightenment. What is enlightenment? Bringing in light, baby. Bringing more light to yourself. Stand in light. Speak light. Think light. Think unity. Think loving all. You're caring. You're loving. You're sweet. You don't have to be sweet, I guess, but you honor life, all life. You want to, maybe you love meat, but you're willing to let go of it because you love animals. Animals are not offering themselves to you. Fruit is, vegetables are. And one thing, it's just an idea, you guys. I'm not telling you guys what to do, but start learning how to eat one meal a day. It could be a big meal. I'm just saying, learn how to eat one meal a day. Learn how to fast sometimes. Say, I'm not going to eat for 24 hours. I'm not going to eat for 2 days. I'm going to drink water and flush myself out. But, you're not going to activate the digestion system. When you don't activate the digestion system by fasting, something amazing happens. It's not scientific. They don't acknowledge prana. There's no soul in science. I mean, there is, but they don't acknowledge it. Their calculations don't find the soul. According to the Guardians, they will eventually find it. Yeah, I should have my toothpicks around me. I thought I had one good toothpick. Well, we'll try this pipe first, because this is my favorite pipe. The other one's too strong. Too powerful. Too much smoke, at once. It's like a bong, a bong will, you go, whoa! That was a whole big, huge blast. I don't need that. I used to. Not need, but I used to use that, but. And honestly, I would love to kick back with some of you, in some cool pad, we're just all, how I don't know, what is it? The Arabians or someone, those cultures, they all have low to the ground seating. The Asians, the Chinese, they all sit really low to the ground. They don't have these big old chairs. I want to have something like that, but a bunch of cushions and a bunch of cool, how you have the cloth, see-through transparent cloth, some beads, and just chill with each other. And we'll have a microphone and pass it around. Each person will have a chance to talk. Either ask questions or just state stuff and experiences. And we're going to do that someday in the Sedona. That's my dream. I'm poor right now. I can't do it yet. Sorry, but eventually we will do it. We will be getting together in person. And we will do grid work together. We will do meditations together. Just like the ancients did. Just like we did. The ancients walked the grid lines, the ley lines. They walked the ley lines. They knew how the energy systems of the planet worked. They knew how their Templar worked. Children knew how to access their avatar consciousness. We want to return civilization, at least, part of that, back to Earth. Damn it, man. All these are broken. It's still kind of not good. Ah! Let me grab a toothpick. Okay. Box of toothpicks. I can't wait to the drum circle. There's a big drum circle. There's a big drum circle in May. If some of you want to come out, we can. I can't hang out and socialize the whole time, but check out the drum circle, the Vegas drum circle. All you have to do is search Vegas drum circle, and it's at the Dry Lake Bed. The Dry Lake Bed, Vegas. There's a big one in May. And we have some freaking professional badass drummers. Yeah, this toothpick's helping. So I honestly just need a new pipe. This sucks, but it's what I got. So I'm making do. One more hole. Okay. Woohoo! Party time! I have to drive to Vegas. I don't live in Vegas. It's a long drive. It takes me an hour and a half to get to the drum circle. But I do it because, I'm in Nevada. And it's my crew. I lived in Vegas for like freaking 12 years. I moved there in 2012. What does that mean, right? No. Dude, is it coincidence? At the end of 2012 is when my whole life changed. I even got up and just left Arizona, went to Vegas, started getting into spirituality. I was going to spiritual workshops. I was going to spiritual classes. I didn't know Christos yet, but then I was going into truth, learning about truth. I was into the political truth like Alex Jones. My energy just wanted to know truth. And we don't know everything. We're not like, perfect down here. But we reach for our best version of ourselves, our highest version that we can bring in. You will use wacky tobacco, or if you want to, on that journey, you will work with crystals. If you want to, on that journey, you will take medicine on that journey. You will go to drum circles. You will learn some, Kathara, biospiritual healing. I would stay away from some of the distortions of Reiki. I know Reiki works because someone did it to me once. But what does Reiki do? I don't want to get into that conversation. I talked about Reiki before. Even Ashana talks about Reiki. If you learn Kathara, she will talk about Reiki. Because you do hands-on healing. And so she talks about the distortions in the New Age, and including things like Reiki. And there's a lot of false, backwards Merkaba systems, which is actually not helping you like a lot of people is thinking it is. And they don't know better. Not everyone knows better. Not everyone knows this point of view of the inner Christ, the inner Christos. Whack green tobacco. This is tobacco. Someone put mushroom on their salad. You guys, I have been to Peru and did ayahuasca. It was a 9-day journey. Trip. It was literally in the Sacred Valley of Peru. I got to go to Machu Picchu. Now the last I heard, maybe it's different, but I heard that Machu Picchu is closed. Why would they close a stargate of planet Earth? Oh, they say it's because of tourism. What's the real reason they close a stargate? I mean, they're not actually closing it, but closing it off so you can't get there. You're an indigo child. You want to go to Machu Picchu or one of these other ones, Lake Titicaca or Sedona. It's not the actual location of the stargate, but they have connections to it in Sedona. It goes right to your chakra, man. There is haters. They will talk shit. I'm telling you right now, I'm feeling it in my third eye, 6th chakra, 6th dimension. Literally, in my 6th dimensional energy. In my my throat chakra, I'm feeling it. Not an idea, not some belief, not some faith. It's a literal energetic thing taking place. And notice I'm not taking it to be funny and silly and party and go have sex. This is a spiritual thing for me, a ritual, a ceremony, intent. Notice in the word of spirituality is spiritual and also spirit, spirituality. It's about the spirit. It's about connecting to the higher self. You don't call this the spirit. You call what's beyond the 3D. 4D is spirit. This is incarnate. It's called incarnate. The flesh, the body. Which spirit, it's all spirit. But what I'm saying is astral consciousness comes into the ego. The 3D self is the ego. You see, the medicine's always already working. And you guys, since I haven't, my tolerance went down since I haven't taken this since Tuesday. Much respect that and honor to you that I'm taking this medicine with you only. I'm not doing it in my personal time now. So, anyways, dude, I feel an elevation. Okay? Like, there's a lot of immature people, and they'll talk crap. But it's a spiritual experience, man. When you're learned about, you're enlightened, becoming enlightened. You're learning about these secrets. They're not secrets, but on earth they are. They become secrets. Now you're given, like our brother said, tarot. Now some of that stuff helps you connect to your personal psychic abilities. Yes. However, you're going to get entangled into the gods, which are fallen angels. Tarot cards have pictures on them. They have powerful, dark connections. And of course, if you're into it, tarot, you will not agree. And that's perfectly fine. I'm talking about the symbology is the key. The symbols in astrology and tarot is the is going to unlock the exposing of this. You will the illusion that you have will be disappear. It's like there was some veil over you, like some black magician or witch put you into this bubble, into this, you cut you off from your higher awareness. You're in a spell. And things that you do here, things that you say here, things that you believe in, hey, they're programs that put you in a spell. You just did a series of steps in this warlock's ritual, in his black book of secrets and shadows and potions, aphrodisiacs, hocus pocus. Man, they're into Kayamusur. Okay, I don't want that to come out. I mean, message. I can. I'm just trying to. I'm still here, your brother Thavian. It's just part of my higher self is stepping in. See, think about that. That's you. But you're also here. You're aware of here. But up there, you're aware of there. I mean, it's physical like here, but in their world, in their matter form. To us, it's spiritual because it's above our reality. We see from the 3D, we can see 2D. Plants, animals, elementals. Elementals are harder, most humans don't see them, but they're there. But you're connected, you can see plants and animals. realize what there's it's kind of like, let's say there's these dimensions, 12, and you're in the third one. Okay, so bring your consciousness from all of this to a small keyhole of your reality, of your identity. So you awaken these chakras, or you awaken these powers, these awarenesses, this becomes bigger. See, it's all God. It's all sacred. It's all divine. Whatever size, whatever currency, whatever bandwidth of energy, of awareness you have. We all have different bandwidths, but we're all God. It's just God putting itself here. Just like I showed you in the diagram, you saw 12 souls make 12 incarnates. That's 144 selves altogether in density, universe 1, carbon matter, dimensions 1, 2, 3. That's a big family, man. 144, and then there's 144 of you in parallel. That's 288 of you. Excuse me, I didn't mean to scare you, but that's right there. Booyah. That's you, man. You're a collective. You only see a pinhole right now. You only see a little smidgen of your true greater self, which I call holy wands. Thank you for those emojis. Positive love, currency, frequency. Spell. What are you spelling? Speaking. I see a lot of love in chat. I see a lot of positive kachiwa. This is like eternal God. This is the original version of God, the blessed God, God's original intention. God didn't plan, say, I want only this. There is some variance in God. God designed the 15-dimensional time matrix like a harmonic universe. It's a holographic universe. It goes all the way down to the particles. Is frequency, vibration, oscillation. Not solid. Nothing is solid. Your world is not solid. You are not solid. Your spirit. All things are the frequency levels of God, and the whole combines everything, and you would know everything, see everything. Sometimes, let's say your awareness is right here. You got lit with me? We all tried medicine together? Booyah! You just jumped right here. But hey, that's not your greatest self yet. But watch, maybe you can get benefited for an hour. Look, 45 minutes, 30 minutes. You see, the power goes down. Lesser, dimmer, and it's less bandwidth. It's like, instead of this, now it's like a little, And so you change that. You're not damned. Maybe you weren't the most perfect person. Maybe you did horrible shit. But religion says you're damned. No, honey. Mokoya. And it's not about forgiveness. Why would God have to forgive itself? Because it's all the self. All the selves make the one self. It is only one God, one being experiencing all of us. It's all like, how you go and have conversations with people. You know how you go have conversations with yourself in your mind, in your day, your night, in your dreams. You are always projecting consciousness, holy ones. You got consciousness going all over the place. You are a master indigo child. You are a angelic or guardian angelic nations. You're part of the Guardian Alliance. We talk about the true Melchizedek, not lords. There's no entitlements. God doesn't entitle itself. God is just God, Vato. Why would God need to prove anything to itself? Why would God need to harm one of its creations? God is just everything. God is everything. God loves everything. God doesn't hate. That's the phantom part of God. That's the reverse. That's that part of the hologram. Only in this creation called the hologram, which is a harmonic frequency. Remember, all of these levels are frequency dimensions. It's like slower, faster, faster. Well, this is archangel. This is angel. This is human. Your frequency has less power, less memory. Literally, you have lived a lot less lives than your soul level. And the same thing with the oversoul level. It has a greater level of yourself that you can learn how to connect to through this I mentioned tonight. The crown, 7th. New Age stops at 7, homie. Some systems actually talk about some absurd amount of chakras. I heard some person said 144 million. So there is 25 billion beings in the guardian angelic nations. Now, no, I meant to say not beings, but star leagues. That means different planets. So that's 25 billion different planets. Every planet is going to have a massive civilization. Who knows? You can't. How many can you count? What is that number? Mind-boggling. No millions, no billions, no trillions, quadrillions. What the F? You don't know. What? No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You will find God. Have you seen God? I've seen God. You are God. We're all God. You've seen God. We are God. You are God. I am God. We're all God. See, God is everything. You're God. You can't be not God. What? What's wrong with you? It's easy. You teach a kid, so teach your kid. Say, kid, son, daughter, you're God. Oh, yes, I am. Yeah. And they'll go party. You know, kids will be so happy to know they're God. What's wrong? I think something's wrong with you. You're thinking. You are judged. You will be tortured. You will be sacrificed. Right? So dark, man. We're God. The original joy. We're bliss. We're this, they're literally called delighted ones. This is the Orifeme, man. Chihuahua. I made a video about the Orifeme. You think it's just some silly video? Have you seen my video called the Orifeme? Check it out. That's who created you. The Orifeme angelic human race. Yes, part of your people up there in the higher selves, the higher dimensions, higher evolution. You are angelic up there. You're made of 12 lives or tribes. You're a 12 tribe. You're part of the Polarian. Have you heard of them? How about the Hyperboreans? Have you heard of those? Lemurians? Atlanteans? Aryans? Unchechi? No, Unchechi is the last one. After Aryans is... Wait a second. I missed one. Is I know the star seed is Melchizedek, but the Earth seed, us, man, shit. After the Atlanteans is us, which are called Aryans, and after the Aryans come the Muvarians. Okay, after the Muvarians, then it's the Unchechi. Which is weird to spell it too. It sounds weird and it's spelled weird. Uancheci. I think it's Euanjheci. Something like that. Uancheci. But they are actually part of the 144,000. That's who the 144,000 are coming from, the Unchechi. I think it's the people involved, the Paladorians. And so it's in Voyagers. I'm a little rusty on that part, but it's so awesome to have that history, you guys, because you get to understand yourselves better, I make these simple diet. You guys, please join the $33 membership, the Emerald Order membership. If you're a $5, consider even trying for a month. I promise you'll find some value in it. It takes you through the basic understanding of being a Christ avatar. You are a Christ avatar. Some of you are higher. You're indigo children. Like our sister Ashana. Thank you, sister, for bringing us, for being speaker one and sharing the Emerald Order covenant with us. Emerald Covenant or Emerald Order. The group is actually called the Emerald Order, but they created a covenant, which is like a promise. So the Emerald Order created a promise with us, and it's called the Emerald Covenant. Not the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. That's a fallen angelic thing. We're talking about the love and light side, not the phantom dark side. Okay? It's against life. It's against Christos, against Christ, anti-Christos. And so you are a priest. You're called guardian. You have fallen angels here, Vatos. You got demons. You got hateful beings. Beings hate you. They want the annihilation, the genocide of you, of your race. They want all of you gone. Some of you technically may be slaves, while they wipe out the rest of your human race. Some of you will be entertainment for them. Some of you will be pets. Oh, you got a whole. It's like you got a whole slave, like on a plantation. You have a whole bunch of slave humans, but you're all humans, right? And so and they're giants, and they're scary ass beings, and they hate you, and they're how you see people in slaves. You get whipped. These beings are whipping humans. They want you to be in torment. They want you to be in agony. They want you to be so scared and fear to death or whatever. They just if you're love, light, and clueless, you won't see them. I don't want to see them. That's the whole point. That's what you'll say. Chikasna. That's being what we call clueless, Holy One. You don't wish away the darkness just because you don't want to think about it. Thinking about it doesn't make you it. Understand? Like you think someone's being very threatening to you. You, in your own survival mode, you want to make sure you're protected and safe from it. You're not going to ignore it. If you are, that's foolish, because that's the end of you here in this soul lesson. What did you learn with this life, right? Have you learned anything from this life? Or do you think you're going to take your you would say your titles, you're entitled, you're special, you're better. You think you are. You're not. You're like equal like everybody else. So what does that say about competition? Competition. Compete against each other. No, sports and basketball, football, conflict, gladiators. Oh, they're called gladiator domes, football stadiums. You're gladiators. Destruction, conflict, against life. See, Holy Ones, the enlightenment? You're bringing in light. You hear this Christ message, Christos, you're bringing in light. This is code. We shine this code. Light naturally shines God's code. Christos code. This is the Christos way, Vato. omnicristos love. We bring in this mighty light. You remember the Lyran lions, cat people. Mochiwa. We are these feline hominids. All kinds of feline, beautiful beings that we're part of. We're part of the cat people. From the cradle of Lyra, homie. Sup, family? Karnal. Spiritual G's. Gangsters in the real Christos, Christ. I love you. I feel good. Thank you for getting lit with me. We are enlightening, lighting, light, lit, get light. Doesn't mean you rely on it. It's not a crutch. See, even I can cut back. You see, no way, man, I can't cut back. Yes, you can. It takes focus. It takes patience with yourself. Still love yourself. Don't feel bad about yourself. You think you're overeating. You think you're stupid. You think you're, or even better than other people. You see, this is negative, competing, conflicting, aggressiveness, battle, a war, this energy. Sports, it's about pain. It's about, think about it. No, seriously, think about it, you guys. I'm not judging it. This is an open discussion. You can put your opinion in chat. Just be respectful. You don't have to agree with me or the teachings that we show and talk about. I learned this in 2010. I actually saw her in real person, and that was at the Phoenix workshop, Sliders 8. I was at Sliders 8. And at the end, there was a special. You could pay extra to go to the special thing with her, and her husband was there at the time. So I did. So I got to go with her there. I think there was somebody at the workshop before it all started said that please don't talk to Ashana. If you see her, don't go. So I didn't. I respected that. I didn't go say hi to her. But they were right aside of me sometimes, So everybody was going inside the biosphere and with their hands, and from your whatever understanding you have of grid work, whatever understanding you have of just healing or transmuting energy, moving energy, toxic energy, healing it, transmuting it, yeah. So we learn about how to alter that energy. It's all made of consciousness. So you use consciousness to positively manipulate something that's vampiric. You can heal vampiric energy. You're God, you're sovereign, you're going to heal it. I didn't say go kill it. You're life, you're pro-life, you're for life, you're defending life. They choose to attack life, sacrifice life. It's fallen consciousness, you guys. How could you think of something being negative? Because that is negative. How can you expect something to truly be negative and divine for light? It's a falsehood. Look, you guys, all I'm doing is illuminating you. Illuminating is showing light. I'm just shining light so you can see the darkness. We have to talk about the darkness. Doesn't mean you become dark. You learn so you can heal. You don't learn, then you're not healing. You have darkness. Heal it. You're in third dimension, so you know there's darkness here. Everyone's part dark here. But they have the potential, all humans do to change that, to reverse it. Sup? We are all children of light. That's what the Orpheum are called as well. It's in their name. The shining ones. Mochiwa. Oh, I am a sote. I can bring in light language if you want. If anyone wants me to do some light language, let me know in chat. Chiwasuta, because I can feel the connection. I feel the connection. Mokoye. So, I feel awesome, man. Can you guys see my energy? I feel awesome, right? Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, when I lower my tolerance, my experiences are stronger. Thank you, Holy One. Oh, light language? Okay. Just maybe a minute. Chukaye, masuta, savakaye, matona, shete, oa, henaye, pakotachine, asoye, havoye, hakonye, masuna, epai, osoa, akaye, masuyi. And can you imagine what it's like for me at the drum circle? Like at these drum circles, I won't be like speaking this out loud because I don't want to, this is my show and you guys know what I'm about. And sometimes I do this, but I am aware. I'm aware of this. I'm simply allowing it. And which is me, part of my family tree. My higher chakras are opening. I even described to you how I feel it. Those higher things are open in me. Like, what I mean is they're boosted right now. And so I'm like normally in a day, I'll be so, laser. It's kind of like you go from the macro to a real small version of yourself. But part of you wanted to go down way deep. Part of you wanted to go all the way down to the bottom, all the way to the elemental level of yourself. Some of the, you would say, oxygen particles. That's a whole living system. That's a conscious being. A being from the astral world is consciousness, is God. It's all part of God in different pieces of itself. And you're trying to add more pieces to yourself so you can ascend. Add more of this code so you can bring in this activation. It's kind of like a genesis of life. You're about life. You're pro-life. You want to not kill life and sacrifice it. Come on, guys. This is common sense, Vato Locos. Oye, masuye. See, write those words down. Do you know what it means? It's an alien language, homie. Come on. I'm not even saying it's from your planet or your reality. Dimension. Fairies are real, Monster Quinn. Now, you might be into dark fairies. I'm not. Bless you, sister. Whatever you believe, right? I love you. I'm not into dark fairies, but yeah. All love and light for me. That's what I want. I have no interest in dark shit. And those of you, hey, whatever your God self has brought you to in this experience of the hologram is sacred. Part of you wanted to be about horror. Part of you wanted to be about religion. Part of you wanted to be angelic. Part of you wanted to be a soul, and part of God wanted to be an oversoul. All these different levels are in joy and bliss. In the higher parts of yourself, you remember this perfection. You're all perfect because you're all the creator. It's beautiful. It's unity. It's omni-love. What's up, Christos family? We're part of this huge heritage. Sorry. We're part of this great, mighty race. These beings are trying to tear us down. Some of us won't allow that. We're holding our light here. Yeah? Family, we're holding our Christos pattern. We're bringing in the Christos mind, the Christos lifestyle. So, live a sacred life. Be good. Be loving. Be in service to others, and they will do the same. So if everybody's serving each other, wow, that is a perfect environment for ascension. And your whole humanity, or humans, or people don't like the word man, right? It's not fair. What about the woman? Right? Sexist pigs in the world. Right, women? Bastards. Hope their dick falls off, right? Excuse my language. No, some women get angry at men. I hate men. Yeah, I'm not guy. We don't want to bring that in. That's what some people are into, that, man. They want dark shit. No, thank you. Horror movies? No, thank you. My grandma was all into horror. I'm like, really, Grandma? Another one? My grandma was cool. She played video games, and she played Dungeons and Dragons with me when I was a teenager, and I had my campaign and stuff. She called herself Zoltan. My grandma called herself Zoltan. My grandma was into Van Halen. She was into Michael Jackson. She was, bless my grandma. Why am I thinking about my grandma? Grandma, hello, Grandma. My aunt's name was Christy. Perfect name, right? My middle name is Christos, homies. The secret is revealed. Anahazi Christos Aquion, baby. No ego. See my beautiful smile. Bless you, holy ones. I feel your Christ love. We just love each other and bring in this vibrant light. Juicy, juicy light. Ooh, it feels so good. Yeah, it's perfect love. Bliss. It's a perfect day. You're beside the perfect person. You have this absolute perfect joy. Mukushne. You feel the vibrance. You feel it bright. You feel it shining, bringing in the 12 Christ rays. They call them rays. Each dimension, an entire dimension is a ray. So if there's 12 dimensions we go through, then that's 12 rays. And so the dimension has consciousness and awareness, intelligence, spiritual will, intention. Everything is working, moving, changing, some expanding, some falling. It's all God. We're not as a group, an egregor. Look that up, egregor. We're part of this group mind that believes in unity consciousness. That's part of God. Some part of God doesn't. You see, there is no wrong answer, but you'll both go into conflict because you're polarized. You're not including the all. You're including just your group. They say it in the Bible, the chosen people. Christians will claim believers versus non-believers. Conflict, remember? Competition, aggression, war. It's a dark side against life. War is going and murdering. That's against life. You hate some other race, you want to harm them. We heal that. No, not anymore. That's old crap. Dismiss. Sorry, you're no longer needed. I release. I change. I no longer do that. I transform myself. I'm ascending myself. I'm shining my light. I'm sharing it, spreading this joy. How could you complain about unity consciousness? How could you complain about Christ consciousness? There's some part of God that hates it. It's against it. Let's call itself Antichristos. Some people say that's 666. What is that though? It's 333 doubled. Well, there's something in the, I don't know. I think it might be Cathara. There's something wrong with your axial tonal lines, right? There's some distortion going on. And you're being manipulated, homie. I'm of my own free volition. It's the illusion of freedom. You ain't free, homie. You're paying taxes. You're not free. That's not freedom. Taxes? How's that even legal? According to the Constitution and stuff like that. In this country. And you know what they say about America in Voyagers 2. Wow, damn, what? America is what? Damn, I'm American. Shit. What? Anahazi, what do they say about it? Look! Control F, bitch ass! And you'll find it in 1 second. Oh, you don't have a keyboard and a mouse? Okay. Guess not. I like hotkeys, shortcut keys. I get there in a second. What's up? Automate your life. Be like a smooth running machine, man. Have this kung fu in your mind. You're just a pro expert. You want to be the best. Not compete, but you want to be excellent in it. Like a expert. Shiva Asu. I want to be an expert in the Christ. So, I want to be knowledgeable for you. And you can do the same thing on your own. I just make that my specialty. 111. Did you guys see the 111? I see another number dropping on in. There's more angels in the house. More archangels in the house. We don't want war. Death. Sucking in that energy. The phantoms. Anti-life. Anti-God. Anti-Christos. Fake Jesus. There was a fake one. Did you hear about the 3 Christs? So, it's like, what the F, man? There's the real Jeshua, then the fake Jeshua. They were actually supposed to both be guardian races. Wow, look how good that turned out. Not guardian now. Oh, now it's even saying they created us. Damn, you got some balls. You got some gall. Trying to say you created humans. No, honey. These feline, well, the Orpheum did. They created humans, man. And, you know, they're majestic looking beings like a griffin. like a sphinx with wings, a flying lion. Wow, a flying lion? Is that 111 in chat? I mean, online? Damn, 111, I claim another number coming on in. Sir, 111. What does that even mean, right? You're like, what is all this repeating numbers? It's against the odds. It's not possible unless it's alive. It's an intelligence. You are communicating with it. It's trying to communicate with you, but you do have no connection. You don't pick up the spiritual Wi-Fi from there. What a shame. I see another 111. Oh, that's the same one from before, I guess. Yeah, baby. We got this going on. It's a side effect, but I think it's not so bad. You guys, come on. But this is I mean, I feel this beautiful energy in my whole body. It's awesome. I know I still have some inflammation, but I also feel a bunch of awesomeness, man. Right? I'm not perfect, you guys. I never said I was. I'm not a master guru. Oh, come on. But I can connect to my higher self, and I can. I told you guys I am transparent. And some people will tell me my flaws. They have no problems with it. You know, instead of being loving, they could be more loving. But I'm not complaining about any specific person. It's just that a lot of people just go for negative shit. Like even at water. I was at the water machine today. A real life scenario. I had to contain my containers, and some dude comes in because there's one station next to me, right next to me, and he goes, "You guys like that bottled water?" While he's filling up his bottle, he's asking me in a rude way, "Do you guys like bottled water?" What does it matter, right? I do. I said I do personally. It's just my personal idea. I like bottled water. Like purified water. Like I won't say never, right? I would never want to drink tap water. And then he starts bragging about his California water so pure and all this. What kind of conversation you just start that up with someone you don't even know? So you see what we're up against, right? It's a trip. Are you gonna make it as a race? Are you gonna make it personally? Are you gonna send to either Inner Earth or Tara? I mean, it depends on what your chakra activation was. What is it? 4.5? Did you get a 5.0? Damn! You make it to Tara, you guys. That's 5D. It's 5D. 5D. Fifth dimension. Enter the fifth dimension. Which is what? You guys remember? We got astral. I didn't say asshole. I said astral. It is astral. And then archetype consciousness. And then there's, wow, check it out, man. Antimatter. Wow. Hydroplasm, thermoplasm. And then it's the triadic, polaric, all the freaking parts of you. It's like you're bringing in higher and bigger, and you're like, here's Earth, and you got a big portion of it. You can connect like one of these archangels. An archangel can see the whole planet, What's up? I want to see the whole planet Earth. What's going on? See all the hidden layers. See what all these beings are doing. You can see them. Not from our point of view. We can't see them. They can see us. You're not private. Some beings looking at you, checking you out, maybe. Oh no! No! What? Sorry, guys. That's alright. It's cool. Christos Avatar makes spiritual learning cool. Oh, you're saying, okay, Christos Avatar makes spiritual learning cool, like some '90s after school special VHS narrator. Yeah, I think so too. Indigo Springwater. I actually lived in a small town before called Goldfield, Nevada, and they had a free. It was free to the whole town. It was a natural spring. It tasted great too. It was great water. They said though, if there's an earthquake recently, then they said don't drink it for a while. And this is another trip, you guys, in Goldfield. I was seeing wild donkeys, and they would usually travel in groups. A bunch of jackasses, donkeys. Wild jackasses. Yeah, it was a trip to see them. Like, holy cow! And a whole tribe of them. Damn! And they're weird because they'll all just stand still. I'm like, wow, that's hard to get my kids to do that, right? Some of you will say, I don't have kids, but you know, I mean, I have my older daughter who had a kid, but some of you have to have that identity, that level of yourself. But this has been beautiful, man. You guys are blessed, homies. Stardust Goddess in the house. Yeah, it's so delicious. I mean, I can't stand, ordinary. I mean, it sucks because even at restaurants, when I used to go, it hasn't been a while, they give you this freaking, right? Isn't it it's just like tap water, man. I'm like, damn. I'm bringing my old bottled water, but some restaurants don't allow you to bring anything in there. You're going to buy from them. They control that. You guys are awesome, man. You're beautiful. I want to see. Let's do a poll. I guess I'll go for like 10 more minutes, 10 or 15 more minutes, okay, guys? If you can hang out that long, about 10 more minutes, okay? And I want to do a poll. If it'll let me. They changed the graphic. Are you experiencing enlightenment? How's that? I mean, in your life. Are you experiencing enlightenment, you guys? Please answer yes or no, or I'm not sure yet. How's that? Oh, wow. Chikasma. Do you feel that you are enlightening in your life? Wait. Are you becoming enlightened in your life? How's that? Are you becoming? Doesn't mean you're a master, okay? Yeah, like you feel like you're going through a spiritual awakening. I feel like I haven't stopped since, mostly last year. I mean, before that, but it all became to a supercharge in my life. And I think it's just going to keep getting greater. Like, you'll get glimpses of your, like, archangel selves, your avatar selves. It'll be, like, real quick. Or maybe you woke up from a dream from that level. You'll see extraordinary worlds in your dreams. Extraordinary. Not normal dreams, right? I've seen that mostly in my youth. When I was younger, a boy and a teenager, I had a lot of dream activity. But as an older person, adult, I haven't been as much. I'm sure a lot of you went through some type of video game stage in your life. If you're in my generation or younger, you got into video games. What is that all about, right? I mean, I used to be freaking doing that full time every day. It's sick, right? I mean, there was people who were worse sick than I were, but I mean distorted, twisted. Not the natural and creator's intention. Something against it, an attack. These vampires will put their fangs into you. Yeah! Suck you! And, take your life force. What comes from taking? See, notice they're always taking. They're parasites, they're leeches, they take. Some people will steal from you. Taking. These creatures are freaking taking bites out of you, and another one's taking a bite out of you, and this one's taking a bite out of you. You're constantly feeling this. So, sorry, let me rub my eye real quick. Helps me stretch my eye. So glad to have you guys. Oh, I didn't finish it, right? Okay. Are you becoming enlightened? Yes. No. And write it in the comments too. Share so it gets people involved in it. I'm not sure. Yeah. I am not sure, Anhazi. Yes, and that's okay. Oh no, that's it. We got this going. Oh! Start your poll, vatos! Add option? No. Let's start, man. How do you start? Why is it like that? Okay, fine. I gotta close out and try again. Damn. Don't you hate that, you guys? I don't like it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Come on, stop. Dang. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, guys. Don't worry. I want yes, no, and I'm not sure yet. Come on. Okay, here we go. Finally. No blocks. Trying to get blocks. Come on, at least one of you. I know one of you. Yes, 100%. Woohoo! Party time. Party time. But if that's only one person, 100. That's 100% of nothing. Well, one person. Come on, vatos. There should be many of you all over the place. You serve light, you bring light and guardianship, and you help out different life forms, different problems. You're like the guardians of the galaxies. I mean, there's literally galaxies, right? And a lot of you are from different planets. I mean, think about it. In a civilization that has spacecraft, they're gonna go off this planet and go to other planets. So it's like has to do with your soul too. Your soul is connected to the planet. So if you go off the planet, guess what happens? Chihuahua. It's kind of like when you get blocks in your DNA, which is basically blocks in your energy, blocks in your awareness, your memory. You guys, you'll get to a point where you won't even notice anyone messing with you. They'll get so much control over the system where they'll just be making you puppets. So you just following some script or whatever. And they're in power. They're the ones that have the banking. They're the ones that have all this mafia and all this, toxic stuff to the universe. These are the fallen beings of the universe. The phantom universe. They're like real tall. Chicas, like actually, if you like stopped and close your eyes and put yourself, you tell yourself to, in your imagination, put myself into whatever it is you want to put yourself into. You start using more intention. You know what I'm saying? Like will, not like a control force. You cooperate with consciousness around you. You're not trying to boss it around. That's where a lot of people get this entitlement. Like they say, I'm a guru, I'm a master, you're my student, or you're lesser than me. I think one of those Viking shows, I think, or some show like that. Chikamasuto. Sorry, guys. It gets the energy gets weird after. I mean, depends on the what we started with, the energy we started with, and also depends on. Like, I haven't eaten yet. I'm gonna eat soon after the live because I shouldn't eat at night, but on the lives I can't. I have no choice. And you guys know it's turning in. It will start, at least in Nevada, start turning into summer. So we'll be picking up more of that desert thing going on. Some code, homies. Yeah. We're just dropping it. There's got to be a t-shirt that's dropping codes. Christos dropping codes. Indigo Child dropping codes. Thank you for those kisses. Thank you for those hearts. You're so beautiful. Yes, you are. Look at you. You can be happy. Well, not that kind of happy. So we bring it. I'm like, for real. Right here. What do you think? You agree or no? Shit, some of you like, what the fuck? Sorry, guys. Don't have to be sorry. Just be love. And you'll see something and it normally make you have a reaction. Well, now you get into a point where you don't feel a reaction. I mean, you don't allow any type of reaction to automatically happen. You make it mindful. I choose this. And you got to see it as all of God's creations are connected to each other. There's a connection to everyone, and they're all in this collective awareness, identity. It's a big identity, and you're part of it. You're a piece of it. Not just a serving part. I've seen these beings before. They look kind of, I don't know, like the Empire Strikes Back. These walkers. That's weird how that came in my mind, right? No, I had a lot of positive energy tonight, you guys. I can try to do the light language. Amakai wasuta sai makana etewa. Koi mosuta eposhona heabotik masina satai. Hakoi posona ike nanye so ainki chionona tainchi posona pajaichi. Hopaka tachani pa inai ko mana. Ay chuchuchu poko nai pusitai. It just flows, you guys. It's so interesting. Like exotic to me. It's like a, I don't know, it's what the, I've never heard of this before. Chochi aniki moi toso, hayawoto aika moi moanai. Ayako achichi ocho aipo tsuta imakaya chitni. Ava tutut aimutu koji ba mai pakan chancha. Hayakan to fochinan tach ange so. Hamokuto da ni poinai. Vai fosuto ainako joa. Paipo tutiti kimasuita inini. Pasoto e pakae posuta inaka cheche. You see what I'm saying? I can keep going on and on and on. I don't have to let it do that, but damn. That's a lot of homies in there. Sure. Oh. Familia. Kernal. Everyone. Every household. What's up? Purify, cleanse, sanctify. Shit. Voila. You guys, I love spending time with you. You're so beautiful. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. And we'll see each other again, right? Oh, maybe I won't smoke on Tuesday, okay? So I just wanted to try it. And I thought it was blessed. And that's why I do most of the chunk without it, and then share something at the end for those who are still with, here. Here we are, come together. We really are happy. Some of us are joyful. We want to be, right? We want to be joyful. I want to be joyful. You could be playful and joyful. Friendly, kind, respect each other. Respect God. I love you, God. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No one's trying to subterfuge you, control you. You don't have to control others. So you can see people. I've seen all different levels. Some of them were lower levels. I've seen parts of it being like going through almost like a hell. I mean, it was like a stuck in some type of almost like a computer or something. And it was in a loop. And there was no escape. And I thought I was stuck in there. That was like one of my first experiences. Someone had laced it, and without my knowledge. It wasn't just normal medicine. And so it actually made me and this one girl, something scary shit happens to you. Or some people have reported seeing like a scary being, like a demon looking being. Or it looks angry, it looks dangerous, and, literally you would sense these beings and keep your distance. Not allow. Say, I don't think so. Mochiwa. Cool. Like you'll feel the kundalini. Yeah, baby. Ooh. That's dimension 1 through 9. 1 through 9, homies. Not the Council of 9. That's one of those fallen angelic things. Thank you guys for hanging. Peace and love. Love yourself, baby. You're so beautiful. Love yourself. Cherish. You're a treasure box. Of course. Perfection. Yeah. Love yourself so you can love others. And you're going to make history, baby. What's up? Peace, you guys. I just bring a message of peace, and I hope we don't have to be returning back to those negative energies, okay? Much blessing to you. Have lucid dreams. I'll see you on the flip-flop. The flip-flop. Chakras. Son Tuesday. What's up? I just made a video today about aliens, ETs, extraterrestrials. All the art is my originals. Thank you so much, you guys. Yeah. Ooh. Group hug. I am Christos. I am Christos. I am Christos. Booyah. See ya. Kisses and hugs. Let's make love, not war. Yeah. That's more fun. It's not fight. This is have sex and make love. Let's enjoy. Let's fornicate. No. They're like, what the F, David? I don't know, Hazy. So, bless all of you perverts. I better like end the live, you guys. Sorry. It gets silly. Like, have you guys seen that movie Split? This guy has all these different personality levels, even a little kid level. Of course, when you get bullied, you'll be the bully of someone else because you got to take back your energy and you learn how to do it because someone was doing it to you. Now you're a bully. So, anyways, sorry, sometimes it's hard to get off, right? Thank you for those hearts. Let's make love, not war. Yeah, what's up? You know, this show that I'm watching, they call it Hump. No, in the Vikings, they kept saying hump instead of F, you know, or some well-known curse word. Vashia, sweet dreams. You're beautiful. You're perfect. Yeah. I feel good. I feel good. And I hope you do too, homies. Much love.